You are the immortal overlord which has plagued the land for centuries. After years, you have discovered a life hack to getting what you want. Simply spread rumors that the things you want are part of a prophecy to kill you, and they'll bring it right to you. She burst through the gold and mithril inlaid oak doors in an explosion of magic and passion. You know the type. Tall, lithe, red-haired, improbably revealing armor. If I've seen one, I've seen 100. 4 ridiculously muscular men came after her, dragging something by heavy iron chains. They were half naked, wearing only those absurd little fur-lined shorts. It made me itch just to look at them. "Now, fell fiend, prepare to meet whatever loathsome denizen of the pit is your maker. Your evil reign is finally at an end," she said, striking a rather good heroic pose. I've seen a lot of heroic posers over the years, and can appreciate good workmanship when I see it. "It wasn't locked, you know," I say quietly. "Me and my companions have struggled through torment and danger and death to face you down, you abominable beast, and—" She continued with her speech as if she hadn't even heard me. "You could have just pushed it open, but oh no, not good enough. Not a dramatic enough entrance for heroes." I raised my voice a little. I'd always been very fond of a good decorative gold inlay. "The noxious swamps of Groshala did not deter us, nor did the frozen beaks of Krashakal." Her voice started to waver a little. "Oh no, just pushing them open would be far too prosaic. You have to go and blow the bloody doors off." "What do doors matter when compared to your lifetime's worth of villainy?" "Fair point. I can't deny I've been a little mischievous now and then, but that's hardly the door's fault, is it?" "You'll be losing far more than your doors, monster. Your head and life are forfeit this day." "That's heroes for you. Always undervaluing the fixtures and fittings. Those doors were the work of the dwarves, the finest craftsmen ever to have existed, and since the entire race is now extinct, they're irreplaceable." "Extinct because you wiped them out. You imprisoned them and worked them to death, down to the merest child. One of the many crimes for which we will finally make you pay." "It was maybe a little hasty of me, but evil fortresses lit by living, flowing magma, carved from a single black gem of almost infinite hardness, don't just make themselves, you know. You need to properly motivate your workforce. In this case, by imprisoning and torturing everyone they knew and loved. It's far more effective than an index-linked pension scheme." "Enough of your words." She turned to her barbarian comrades. "Unleash the beast!" They let fall the iron shackles and moved, rather skittishly, I felt, for fearless barbarian heroes, away from whatever it was. It shook free of the chains and let out a low, menacing growl. "You thought yourself safe," the redhead declaimed. "You thought no one knew of your weakness, and even should they learn of it, no one would dare to approach such a dreadful creature. Never mind capture it and bring it here. It cost us a dozen of our companions to chain him, and another 4 it killed during the journey, but it will be a small price to pay for your demise." The creature sprang towards me, a horror collage of fur and claws and fangs. "Fluffy!" I cried, hugging his neck as he playfully tried to rip off my arm. "Mommy's missed you, yes she has." He rolled on his back and lovingly attempted disembowelment with his rear claws while I rubbed his belly scales. "Who's been gone away for ages and made poor mommy worried? Naughty boy." "There's been some kind of mistake," cried the dismayed red-headed sorceress. "The prophecy said the Dark One had a weakness for manticores. And who wouldn't have a weakness for such a fluffy wuffy snuggums?" I said, scratching Fluffy just in the right spot behind his ears. "Was the prophecy told to you by a sinister gaunt man with a vivid scar across one eye, and a dark cloaked line with what looked uncannily like human eyelids?" "Yes, that was the seer who—" "Just who do you think someone looking like that would be working for, anyway?" "You mean it was you who—" "It's so easy. It's almost boring. I once told you humans that the only thing that could kill me was a cloth of gold dress studded with emeralds, sapphires, and rubies. I was just taking the piss, really. I didn't expect you lot to fall for it. But I had that dress within the month. I have to admit it works even better than kidnapping and torturing the families. Shame it's not as much fun. Said one of the barbarians. Well, I'm sure we're all glad you've got your pet back. We'll just be going now. Showing, I thought, surprising intelligence for a man in a bearskin posing pouch. I'm afraid Fluffy will be very hungry after such a long journey, and he does so love to play with this food. Do try your very best to escape. The faster of them on the uptake and on their feet were already through the door and accelerating when Fluffy rolled upright and slinked off in pursuit. As their screams echoed out through my dark and glittering hallways lit by ever-changing sinister light, I, the undying Dark Overlord, lolled back in my throne carved from the diamond skull of the last dragon, and said, I'll have to tell the seers to prophesy something about a new door. This story was written by Mans from Da Vinci. Read by Bag of Vicodin. Thank you for listening.